the ground now!
You're what?
In policing, no two car stops are quite the same. However, if you decide to take off from the police in a car stop, there are some similarities. We're gonna call for backup, we're going to get K9, and if you decide to throw contraband, the K9's gonna find it, and we're gonna find you. This is one of those.
Hi there. Deputy Burkles at Sheriff's Office. Got your driver's license on you?
We're gonna talk about the approach. I really like, as you know, the passenger side approach. However, there's a piece of information I think could be helpful. The windows are really dark tinted windows. And when the officer walks right up to the car and right into the window, it causes a challenge because if the suspect is attempting to engage the officer, they definitely have the tactical advantage. Better practice is say, hands on the steering wheel for me. And then as you come up, the hands are on the steering wheel and you know that the person is being somewhat compliant. From steering wheel to whatever tool they try to go to, you're definitely going to win that exchange.
Just because of the window tint. Oh, really?
Yeah, I just purchased it.
Okay, gotcha. Where'd you buy it from? Chicago? Gotcha. Okay, all right. Do you have proof of insurance for the vehicle at all? Where are you coming from? Okay, gotcha. All right, that's all right. While you're working on your insurance, I'll be right back with you then, okay? All right.
Okay, so I know that sometimes these cuts make it a little difficult to follow exactly everything through, but when I didn't see the officer turn around and look at the driver, it's really important to turn around and look at the driver, even though you have to look at traffic as you get to your car. At least a glance back at some point is really important to make sure that the driver's not exiting the vehicle, you know what's going on behind you. But again, he may have done that and was just not shown in that cut.
What's up, man?
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. How's this going?
Good. He's really nervous. He was looking for his ID for a while, and it was in his front pocket the entire time. Doesn't want to make eye contact with me. Says he's coming from Milwaukee. He said that he just bought the car from somebody in Chicago, but he's had the car since the 1st of February. He's got a drug history. Pull him out, see if he'll give consent. Otherwise, I'll run the dog. So
really good stuff from this officer. He's doing what's called a sensory pat down. Like you've seen the pat downs where a person gets physically patted down, but police, we do something called a sensory pat down. When we stop a vehicle or when we engage with a person, we're looking at their body mannerisms, we're looking at their facial expressions, we're looking at everything that this officer mentioned. And the totality of all those things can lead us to say that the investigation has been further. Some people call it a sensory pat down. I call it a GMA, or gets my attention. These are things that not only work for police, but they also work for parents and other people when engaging what I call also the signs of suspicion. They're not legal terms, but they're helpful in doing these types of investigations. The other thing is the officers on the passenger side, there's very little need to look at each other. The backup officer should be looking at the suspect vehicle as the officer provides this information. You can hear it just fine. In fact, your ear is closer to the sound if you're facing forward towards the vehicle. Just a tactical consideration.
you want to hop on out real quick for me, man? We're just going to walk right to the front of the car, okay? Just hop on out of the car. What's that? Just because I want to talk to you at the front of your car. I didn't say you did anything wrong. I just want to talk to you at the front of your car. I want to talk to you, man.
So this many refusals, I'm starting to think there may be some serious challenges with what this guy might want to do. One thing, when you're watching from this perspective, always look to see if the brake lights go on. If the brake lights go on, it's likely that they're going to take off, and that's something that's key when you watch these videos. We're going to see if that happens. But the officer is really aware and alert. I like that. But if you see the brake lights, something to look for.
Can you hop on out of the car for me? Oh, you don't got to be scared. Is there anything to be scared about? Just hop on out of the car, okay? Don't. Not get done anything. Vehicle took off. We're 41 northbound. Speeds right now are 95 to 100. Didn't want to get out of the car. Driving around vehicles right now. Road conditions are dry. Traffic's light. Speeds are 110.
This is excellent stuff to listen to. The dispatcher asked the officer for speed. This sounds like a dispatcher that's really on point. Shout out to all dispatchers. Again, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about that as this progresses, but this pursuit sounds really good. The officer sounds calm. He sounds calmer than I do right now. He's given his direction to travel. He's given his speeds, and he's given the traffic conditions. This is exactly how it's supposed to be done. Very good stuff.
You have the driver identified and 155 dispatch easy low and so you can check with spikes.
Sounded like a supervisor was talking about putting spike strips down. All good stuff. Safety's paramount here.
The passenger to Winnebago right now, I believe state is in the chase with 90, but we will call their dispatch.
or 130.
The officer said his speed 130. We stopped this car and still at this point, we have a non-compliant driver who took off and a traffic violation, which was for tint. There was nothing else that we had. I asked this in all my pursuit videos. Would you let this pursuit continue if you're the supervisor?
I'm going to be terminated here at 41 and he's pulling pretty far away from me and I'm stopping his visual. 90, I am terminating at 41 northbound Endora. You just advise Winnebago and also Kelly Met is he's staying there. He's going back to his address. 90, I could be checking the lights in all direction of travel just to make sure you don't 1050.
This officer is outstanding. Police love to get into pursuits. It's high adrenaline, it's fun, but they're extraordinarily dangerous. And for the officer to take all of the things in consideration and not have his supervisor tell him to terminate, he terminates himself. As a sergeant, I know my guys wanted to be in pursuits and I really hated to say we gotta terminate, but you gotta think about the safety of the public, the officer, and everyone else that's involved if you end up having to terminate a pursuit. I would even hear, like, if my guy would key the mic, that you would hear the pedals still going down as they say they're terminating, but you hear the engine gunning, but they say they're terminating the pursuit. I get it. And I was a street cop most of my career. I love to see this officer taking the consideration of everyone's safety. 130 miles an hour for this situation, good call.
10-4, Sheriff 90.
Lone occupant in the vehicle, nobody else with him, was driving on the shoulder multiple times during the pursuit as well.
Copy that, and I'm assuming the driver was the RO.
Over.
This dispatcher is super sharp, so is the officer. And I don't know if you picked up on what we said with it. The driver is the RO, meaning the registered owner. So if we know that the driver is the registered owner, then we can do a further investigation later and we don't have to go 130 miles an hour to chase him. Good stuff. This is really, really good policing here.
We have a subject on the line. States that vehicle hit the median near County Highway N and the subject took off running into a cornfield. We're still getting further information. I'm not sure. We'll check. Stand by, I'll let you know. We're still getting further information. Sounds like he was last seen headed back toward his vehicle, which hit the median on N. He should be on N. Caller, could you give any more description of the vehicle?
I don't know if you caught it, radio ear, the dispatcher said that there's a citizen that called in and gave a location of the suspect. This happens so frequently. People see a person running across a highway and they hear police sirens, or they see police going, a lot of police in an area, and they call dispatch, and the dispatch lets us know. Really good connection between this department, dispatch, and their officers. Good stuff.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Lay down on the ground! Do not move!
7-6, we have a gunpoint on end.
7-6, copy. You have him at gunpoint on N. Other units, copy.
Get your hands behind your back now! Don't move! Do you understand? You're what? You're high? Have anything on you I should be concerned about?
Sheriff 7-6 for 1095. Units can slow it down.
Sheriff 7-6, I copy 1095. Other units, slow down.
Are you injured at all? No? Okay. Alright, roll over the other direction. What's your name, bud? What's that? Eugene? Alright. What's that?
Nobody else in the vehicle, we're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure of it, but let's just check just in case. Clear.
Why don't you get to your knees? Stand up for me.
So I just want to address something really quickly here. The officer said, is the vehicle clear? And then he said, I'm sure it's clear or something like that. Let me just double check. So when you do practical examinations in policing, running past an uncleared vehicle is almost a fail. But I'm not saying that this officer failed. He knew that when he did the car stop that there was no one inside the car. I mention this for officers who may be in a situation and they show up at the scene and the vehicle's not cleared. I've seen other car stops and the first thing they do is clear the vehicle. That's just for people who don't necessarily understand why they did the secondary clearing, but that's something that should be done every time. But the officer knew that there was no one inside the car. He conducted the car stop.
Alright. We'll go back this way.
I kind of figured that's how that was going to go.
Better discharge than mine.
Yeah, exactly, right? I didn't see him take the exit, did you?
No.
No, I didn't either. I thought he was...
When he hammered it, I'm like, I listened to the exhaust, I'm like, oh
yeah,
no.
Yeah, that's why I terminated is because I couldn't keep up. So I'm gonna run the dog on the car here. Check. Good man. Yes, good boy. Good job, buddy. Sheriff, that log positive alert on the vehicle. State's gonna be right in the crash.
Not sure if you heard, but the canine handler mentioned that the dog alerted on the vehicle, so now the vehicle's good to go to do the search to see what's inside, potentially narcotics related.
Let's go over here by this tree. Go right down through here, bud. Alright, have a seat. Just lean forward for me. I'm going to double lock these so they don't tighten up on you.
Berkey, we might want to do an article search over there. We saw where he came out. We got this, but if he had a weapon, he could have tossed it.
Were you going that way or what? Well, he was standing out here when I pulled up to the scene. Yeah. I mean, he was just standing there looking at me.
Why don't we flip it?
He admitted when I arrested him that he's high.
He was so nervous, dude. He didn't want to get out of the car at all. So we'll flip it, and then I'm gonna do an article search. So.
Sure.
You doing okay? What's that, sir?
My leg hurts.
Do you need an ambulance? Your right one? Do you want an ambulance?
So I don't know if you heard, but the canine handler said he's going to do an article search. Article searches are when the canines go out and they search for things that could have been dumped from the suspect or anything potentially. In fact, there was one time where I was with my squad. We were looking for keys that a person had dropped or lost. It was a citizen that lost their keys, and the canine handler was nearby, and he was 2 seconds, brought the dog over, found the keys. It's a very, very effective tool. Shout out to Canine.
Subject is requesting an ambulance for right leg pain.
I apologize.
Because you're high? Yeah. Did you throw anything in the weeds? Gun? Knives?
I think I had him, but it was.
Your keys what?
It got a knife on it.
Okay.
I was just high, that's all.
Okay.
Are they needed emergent or not emergent for the ambulance?
Not emergent. The pain is from when he crashed.
Well,
You were by the fence or more that way?
I mean, I'm assuming he crossed straight up through here. I kind of see footprints, like a...
Got some water.
I don't have any water right now. When the ambulance can hear, maybe they will. Here. Now knock it off. Okay. Go soup. We'll just do a pattern here. Let's go back and forth. So, here. You're getting all tangled here. Come here. Come on, figure it out. Figure it out. Dumbass dog. Come on. Stop. Seats. God damn it. Come on. We'll find it.
This weird is dispatch said that caller stated he was running from the car and then going back towards the car, so he probably ditched something out here.
Here. Here. Live. You're starting to piss me off now. Knock it off.
I'm gonna call that an additional caller and just see what he's seen.
What's that?
My phone call my mama.
I don't know. Your phone wasn't on you, I don't think.
Did you want to spit? Lean out this way. You can spit out. You can spit out. Better?
Swallow anything?
Said he's high.
Fine with the neck.
What are you high on? Weed? Turn this way and get your feet out of the vehicle, okay? Here, you can sit this way, okay? That way if you're gonna puke, you can just puke right out this
Extremely
way.
intoxicated.
Up.
He's been hacking. Think he ingested something? Well, the caller said he took off running, and then a moment later he said that he was coming back. So I don't know if he went out there and hid something and came back.
100%,
I bet.
Yeah.
Guess
We're trying to search that.
We can't find anything. I'm gonna call her back and see if he's seen anything in his hand or anything.
Dude, you probably just would have gotten the ticket and
Yeah, I know.
on your way.
I'm sorry about that. I just smoked a
clear this up and we can go do a better search.
I just smoked a little weed, that's all.
Okay. You stick out your tongue for me?
Can I get my phone out of my car?
So with that sticking out of the tongue, sometimes in the field, when we're investigating a person who potentially smoked the green stuff, we'll ask them to stick out their tongue because it leaves a green coating on the tongue, and sometimes it's a green and white coating that's on the tongue. That's the reason why that I have been trained on. I'm not sure if this officer did it for that reason or for another reason. If you know why he may have also potentially done that, please in the comment section chime in. I'm always excited to learn new things.
Well, the deputy that originally stopped is going to want to talk to you first. You can ask him, okay?
10-4, Sheriff 60.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi, Deputy Galligan here at the Sheriff's Department. Can you just give me a little rundown on what you've seen? Okay, so he went across to the north first.
I did an article search with Rip over here. Sure. But he might be too tired, so if we find out that he ran this way, and there's wooded, there's water over there, so I'm not sure if he...
Because I mean, obviously he's going to have dope on him and
Yes.
figure out where it went.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, we appreciate it. Thank you much. Bye. So he ran north first, and then came back across. I don't know. He said he was out in this field.
It was over there that prompted him to run over here.
An open field.
Hey, did we see this? Hey, did we see this Mickey Mouse pill right here?
That's what I threw at you. I think it's just a vitamin. I don't think it's ecstasy. I've never seen ecstasy shaped like a fucking mouse.
I don't think that's a vitamin. Did you read him Miranda or no? He's talking to me. I was listening. Okay.
I had a little weed on me. I swallowed it though.
Okay. Is that just what you had? Is just the weed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, man. I'm gonna read you your Miranda warning real quick, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. Or to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any. You can decide to exercise these rights at any time, and each of these rights I have just read to you. Okay. Do you want to answer any questions without a lawyer? No? Okay. Alright, man.
Okay, this is important. Not sure if you caught it, but it sounds like the suspect said, I had a little bit of weed on me and I swallowed it. This happens a lot. People will swallow things thinking that that's going to get them out of getting in trouble for having it because they're still in possession of it. It's just internal and we retrieve it another way. In this circumstance, if a person says that they swallowed some type of narcotic, best practice is to get medical involved immediately because was it just marijuana? Was it marijuana plus something else? Ingesting a narcotic in that method can be fatal and it's happened many times. And if a person alerts us of that, getting medical involved is paramount.
Here's the deal. You're gonna be going to jail for the felony fleeing and looting.
Yes, sir.
First degree reckless and endangering safety. Okay. So we're gonna find what you threw out here. So
I got none out here.
okay. Okay. All right. So all right.
Can't be that much of it. We would have come across a bag of it. Unless it's up here.
But you can't jump over that.
I ain't gonna try. Should be able to get onto his tracks here.
He said he swallowed a baggie of weed.
That's what I thought.
So.
Throwing out.
Yeah. Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm sorry to bother you again. We're to the north of where his car crashed or whatever. There's a cut cornfield here. How far out into that cornfield do you think he got? Out in the middle of it?
10-4.
You might want to come out here.
Try to turn that down.
Nice. I didn't see his tracks turn around though. He was out in the middle of this field, but I don't know what the middle is.
That's a good little amount. Nice M30s. Yeah. Good catch.
I called that additional color. I'm like, how far out in that cut cornfield you get? Oh, he was about out in the middle.
Paul, did you take pictures of where it was?
Yeah, right here. Did one of these.
Alright, man. So I'm all about second chances. Alright? Sure you don't want to make a second chance?
What is it? Who's that?
Whose is that? Huh.
It's not mine.
Okay.
I've seen that before, sir.
Alright. Cool. So I take it you don't want to talk?
It's not mine.
Okay, cool. Alright, man. Like I said, you're going to go to jail for a bunch of felonies. So, alright?
It's convenient. It's the same color though. Be wearing.
Yep.
I saw this a lot. Like a rain show.
Okay. Alright, man.
What did he hit that caused that much damage? Unless his tire did that when it broke off.
I think he's got it dropped down a little bit, or because when I was standing right here when we were trying to get him out of the car, I looked and his low tire pressure sensor was going off, check engine light was going off. So like
I said, when he didn't want to get out of the car, I knew that there was going to be something in there. So.
That's the frame scraping right there.
Really good stuff. The recovery of that quantity of fentanyl. Imagine if a kid would have found that, or if someone lets their dog or their animal out and they ingest that. These kinds of things have happened. And it goes to show that believe half of what you see, none of what you hear when it comes to policing, because this person, to save themselves, is going to deny that that was theirs or that they threw it out in that field. Again, allegedly, I don't know, I wasn't there, but this seems like a really decent case that these officers have put together from beginning to end. The other thing is the recovery of that item, fingerprints, pictures, and DNA. I mean, I hear them saying all these different things as this investigation goes on. And again, body cam is great, but you get a lot of different cuts in certain body cams and you may miss certain parts of it, but it looks like these officers are following every step. And I'm glad that they got this person and got this stuff off the streets.
He scratched probably went airborne for like a second or so and then landed right there.
1,000, you think?
Oh yeah. He's got his DNA in that water bottle now that he drank from.
Can you tell me a little bit about that case in the back? That gun case? You didn't have a gun.
Officer mentions the gun. I found them before. People will throw the gun because they don't want to get caught with the gun. They're a felon or the serial number's been shaved off. They're not supposed to have it, whatever reason. They don't care that some kid could potentially find it.
I don't want some kid to find a gun if you tossed a gun somewhere. No? Okay. Alright.
So what did he just obviously put it in drive and take off after he said get out?
Yeah, it looked like he was kind of hemming and hawing about it for a second and then, I mean, when he hammered that gas, oh.
Is that a V8?
Yeah.
I didn't see him until you pointed. Well, I was looking, because last I heard is he went back to his car, so I'm like, he's in his car, so I'm like, somebody behind this car.
Yeah.
And then and that dude pulls up and points that way, and then I look over at you, and you're like, oh shit, there he is.
Go straight into that red door, over to the left. Sit here till they come down.
So we saw the pursuit and we saw the officers mention many of the charges that the suspect was arrested with. The original video, I believe that the charges that they listed, and I don't know for sure, this is just off video, it's not an official document. It says first degree reckless endangering safety, vehicle fleeing, eluding an officer, possession with intent, fentanyl, and possession with intent, designer drugs. So many good things that you can see from this. And I'd like to shout out different elements of law enforcement. And this one, I really want to say the dispatcher did a phenomenal job. Really quick, was ahead of the fact that the pursuit was going on, made all of the different connections. And I think dispatch is one of the unsung heroes of law enforcement. So all the dispatchers out there, I want to say thank you for what you do for many times. You've helped me throughout my career. A lot of people don't realize that there are people in certain departments, you have call takers who do the 911 portion of it, and other people who do the dispatch, and some that do it all. You're all heroes in my mind. Thank you so much for what you do. And in the comments, shout out if you're a dispatcher or a 911, or if you're both, and what department you're from. You're very much appreciated. I know that it doesn't sound like it sometimes. We listen to some of those 911 calls, but shout out to you. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, look at the videos in the catalog, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.